better than that.
Down low, it's tipped. Here's Porzingis. Dishes it to Calderon. Bogut against Anthony. 6 to shoot. From downtown, and again, New York with the triple.
What a performance, Kevin. It seems like every three he shoots is falling for him. He's in the zone. You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him, but with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
Here is Calderon. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Porzingis. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Curry's shot is off. And getting back to Carmelo last year, that team really became devoid of talent. In some games, Greg, in games that he played, he seemed like their only scoring option.
You know, we talk about needing a big three to compete for a championship. And for over half the season last year, the Knicks basically had a big half. I mean, because Carmelo missed that half. And when the deck is stacked against you like that, sometimes it's better to fold your cards and live to play another day. And that's really what Carmelo did.
Here's Calderon. Following the basket by Draymond Green. The shot's good from Lopez.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
One thing about Jose Calderon, you could see the frustration in him last season playing a career-low 42 games, and his averages were down pretty much, Greg, across the board.
Yeah, and Kevin, he was brought in to kind of invigorate the Knicks' point guard position, but following a preseason calf injury, you know, he missed the team's first 13 games and never was able to really get going. Remember, coming into a new system where he had to learn how to play differently, and then after all that, you know, you have to shut him down because of that left Achilles.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
The Knicks leading by 8.
And getting back to Jose Calderon, he's been an extremely efficient shooter for a point guard, 48% from the field throughout his career. But last season, he couldn't hit it at all. I mean, he dropped down to 41%.
And Anthony gets it to go.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Good.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
They set the pick. Grant the pass to O'Quinn, and again it's New York.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And the call will be against Langston Galloway. That's his first foul. 5 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
From deep three-point range. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Knicks up by 8. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And some tough time for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise.
They pulled all the strings to get me here.
Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff venue once again.
You know what? It's going to take a lot more than Carmelo playing strong to get the Knicks back into the playoffs and to make them a destination to where NBA stars want to come.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And New York looking at who they've got. Kyle Quinn out there with Williams. Then there's Aflalo. Then it's Kevin Seraphin, and it's Galloway in at the 1 spot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 18 feet out, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins, and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
And for Kerr, so much was made of how much pressure he had to face to get the Warriors to improve. Inheriting that team from Mark Jackson. Greg, that was a good point. See, he passed that test, though, Clark, I think, with flying colors.
Well, first time that a rookie head coach has won a title since the NBA's inception. I think that says it all right there.
The Knicks making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Barnes comes in for Leandro Barbosa. Here's Iguodala, following the score by New York. Three-pointer. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. New York leading by 13. Thomas kicks to Seraphin. Goes up on the wing. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
And it's working. As long as the defense gives you space, hey, let it fly.
And the basket by Curry.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Here's Galloway, guarded by Curry. Here's a Flalo. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. And the Knicks lead by 14.
Boy, they're getting into a real groove from inside the three-point line, knocking down those mid-range jump shots.
8 of their last 10 have come from the mid-range.
Now Thomas, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Thomas goes in. Iguodala with the steal. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. Curry's got 5.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg. Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Timeout called the Warriors. Knicks last season had a lot of problems here in Manhattan, and it showed all over the floor, Greg. Now, you played for this team. You know what it's like to play basketball in New York. Not a good record for them at home last year.
How about finishing 10-31 here and playing in front of a sold-out crowd every night? And one thing about New York, they're going to let you know when they're displeased. Worst home record in the East and second worst home record in the league.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Here's Porzingis, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there. Warriors trail by 16. Here's Livingston. Good. Livingston's got his second basket.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Bogut. Here's Thompson. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. Green, the screen. Ball stolen. And here they go. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Melo having a terrific game. 18 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
And with more to come, you know, it wouldn't hurt to keep getting him the basketball.
And the Warriors making a change here. Azili's checked in. Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was with a feint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
So it's the Warriors now. following the score by New York. And that one's good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Anthony. 21 points in the game. Clock at 6. The shot. And again, it's New York.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
48.
1 second left. The Warriors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That's good from Barnes. Both teams deciding to change it up. Barnes hits them both.
Timeout. Start it.
New York calls timeout.
And you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
And so that brings the first half to a close.
Well, Carmelo, what allowed you to function so well offensively?
We got vets. We got guys that know how to play basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. A fantastic first quarter from Carmelo Anthony. He had 23 points and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, shooters were popping open.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Hart.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. He has the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes in at the small forward position. And there's the foul. It's on Aaron Aflalo.
That's his first personal foul.
Green kicks to Curry. Back to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 7th assist in the game.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And here is Curry following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. And it's blocked. And here is Lopez. Lets it go from the wing for the 3. And again, New York with the triple. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Thompson. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
And thank you, Doris. Here's Anthony following the basket by Stephen Curry. Calderon, great pass to set up the lay-in.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
40.
And Curry, here we go. Here's Bogut, lays it up and banks it in. Bogut's got his second bucket. New York leading by 17. Here's Porzingis. He's got 14. Deep 2 from Anthony, and the Knicks good for 2.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
The feed to Barnes. Open shot, Thompson, no good. So New York will take it the other way. You can point to any number of things, Clark. The Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
New York's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Calderon against Curry. And again, New York with the triple.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Now, here's Bogut.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. Langston Galloway's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Grant in for Jose Calderon. And then for Golden State, Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Barnes. Well, going back to Bogut when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. Greg, one of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with timely putbacks.
You know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch pail kind of guy who simply wants to do his part.
Curry attacking. That's good. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
The Knicks leading by 17. Grant up top, guarded by Curry. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Curry, good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And the Warriors with some changes. Azili's checked in for Green. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. The Knicks have gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
And that indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. The shot by Spates, nobody around. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Knicks out front, up by 15. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. We'll be back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Here is Calderon. They've got Porzingis. Aflalo is out there with Calderon. Then it's Anthony. And it's Lopez in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. Good on the shot. 34 points for Carmelo Anthony.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Here's Barbosa, buried from 15 feet out.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending. What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth, and so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Klay Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston. Deep two from Anthony, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Carmelo Anthony, the third pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
Thompson misses.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Here's Anthony. And again, it's New York.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts. That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
And Anthony gets double-teamed. Back to Aflalo. Just 5 on the clock. Calderon kicks to Lopez. From the corner. And again, it's New York.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Warriors trail by 21. Outside Curry. Offensive rebound. Here's Barnes. They shoot again. And he lays it up and in.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
New York leading by 19. Inside, Porzingis. That ball's nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Calderon's got 5 assists tonight. Curry dishes to Thompson. And here's Green outside, and the rebound goes to Lopez.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 points in the quarter.
This is what happens when he gets on a roll. I mean, you're not going to see a better rhythm shooter than this guy.
And the basket by Curry. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Calderon, and the Knicks good for 2.
And not much breathing room there. The step-back move gave him just enough to get it off.
And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Barnes. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
Thompson for the triple. Aflalo pulls it in.
Well, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Clock at 6. Anthony with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up, and he gets it to go. 40 points for Carmelo Anthony.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
And Green gets it to go.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on, and clearly were dominant in every area.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Carmelo Anthony. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Calderon. Here's Porzingis. That falls. Nice speed this time from Jose Calderon.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
It's Thompson off the drive. Trains it from 9 feet away.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I'll tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
Deep two from Anthony, and again, it's New York.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball, resulting in high-quality shots.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Jose, obviously the offense was very sharp from the start. What were you saying to the team before and during the game about the approach you were looking to get to?
The only thing I wanted to say to the guy today was just be a little bit more patient. Don't go too fast. If we don't have a good shot, let's just run like a high screen or something. It's a better option than a bad shot. You know, so I think we understand that. We execute a little bit better the plays. The ball went where we wanted to. So I think it was great. Everybody did a great job today.
Jose, thank you. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back. Shaq and the Jet as we present our Carmelo monster